of its future, potentially. Do you need to give it some thought, or where do you need to go with this? I was going to say, let's have a look at the area, right, and just see what is the actual impact. Let's later on have a look around. Yeah. Take the time just to really think through exactly, what the reality is living here with me for you. Let's bring something to mind. You can tell me one way or the other what you want to do, okay? Let's have it. If you want any more information on any of the properties featured on today's show, go to replacementsign.com/programs. I've shown Michelle and Fred 5 properties for their £190,000 budget. It's been a really tough search, and although they have... Let's see if Facebook is going to let me play some music in the background. They are very, very, very strict. So let's see. Mostly when I use the music, it doesn't go very well with Facebook. They are really strict about people using music from different artists. They're not joking about that. So let me just see if they will warn me, and then I have to close this. Or maybe I should just ignore the music altogether. So, hi guys, hi. I'm enjoying the warmth here inside. Hi, let's see. Someone says hi there. I don't know who it is. All right, it's Liz Paulson. Hi, Liz. Hi. Hope you're doing good in the USA. Maybe I should just do away with music. I don't want Facebook to start making problems. They are so strict. They even tell you your video is blocked, blah, blah, blah. Even if you put like, I'm not owning any copyrights to this, they still just make you, I don't like it. So sometimes I would rather not, I'm just sitting here and, yeah, just relaxing. So, what do I want to talk about quickly? Yeah. Tikambe padi vichan, guys. Any suggestions? I'm open to any suggestions. What do you want us to talk about? I'm just here in a relaxing mood. Just sitting here. Sunshine is relaxing here inside. Just sitting here and relaxing. So the sunshine is coming through the windows, and yeah, I'm just chilling. Just the boy is sleeping. So what are we going to talk about today? Look for something interesting. Tikambe padi bicha. You take an opportunity to go live when you can. Sometimes it's hectic. Yeah, running up and down, kids and what, So when you find a chance like this, you go online and chat to your friends. So, okay, I'll find something to talk about. I want to talk about, maybe this does not concern a lot of, let's see, it concerns some but not all. I want to talk about, I might even make a YouTube video, because I haven't posted on YouTube in a long time. So maybe it's high time I did that. I want to talk about the ladies from Africa who are looking for love in other countries. That is, if you are still in Africa, in whichever country, and you're looking for love, either, okay, let me just say you're looking for love in other countries, maybe away from home. It could be Europe, it could be especially Europe. Let me just specify. And in Europe, I mean countries where there is no English as an official language. Okay? So I thought of talking about this briefly because I think people don't have ideas of what it takes to relocate to countries like where there is no English. You must bear in mind that when you feel like you're looking for love in these countries, you have to consider all those things. So this is for my sisters, my brothers in Africa, Asia, whichever continent it might be, who want to relocate to Europe, to be specific. And to Europe, that means countries that don't use English as an official language. So, yeah, everyone has got their preferences of who or where they want to be, who they want to fall in love with. I think if you feel like your heart tells you that, I think I want to try another culture, as I want to use that word. If you want to try another culture, you must be ready to face what that culture will bring to the table. So culture in this case brings about the issue of language. For me, it's a hectic part of being integrated in the society in these countries. So this might not be interesting to people who are already here or they have already relocated to places like USA, Australia, and, mention them. And all those who have relocated to countries like the United Kingdom, where, it's in Europe, but there they use English. This might be more interesting for the people who are, for example, they're in love with Germany, Netherlands, name them. All these countries in Europe don't use English apart from England. There is no English. When you come here, you have to learn their language. So, before you start looking for love in whichever way you are looking for love, if you meet, for example, if you are somewhere out there and you fall in love with a guy from, let me give example of my own country. Let me not talk about Poland. That's not where I live. I don't live in Austria. I don't live in the Netherlands. I don't live in Germany. Let me just talk about Sweden because it's a practical example. So here you are, example, you find a guy from Sweden, and whichever, don't mind in whichever way you meet, if you meet at the pub, if you meet on the plane, wherever, in whichever way, it doesn't matter. No one really cares here. It's in, and this is to all my sisters and my brothers living in Africa, in Asia, we are, wherever you can think of. So this is the practical example I'm going to talk about. So here you are. If you are a man, you will maybe find a lady who lives in Sweden. Okay? If you are a lady and you meet a man who lives in Sweden, so what you have to consider is the number one kind of barrier, the number one challenge that you're going to face is going to be language. Culture, I think human beings are capable of adapting themselves to a certain culture. It's not very difficult. There are cultures that come with different kinds of people. It's a culture here in Sweden to never, never, never enter with shoes in the house. Whether it's your house, whether it's just don't enter with shoes. It's a culture. The way I see people entering with shoes and stepping on carpets in my country, that's a big no here. There are a lot of things that you can think of, but those things, as you go, you learn them and you're going to be okay with them. I forgot my phone holder at home. As you may know that I'm not home. Most of you, maybe. If you don't know, I'm not home. I'm at the summer cottage. I forgot the phone holder, so I'm holding the phone. I hope I don't get tired holding it like this. But anyway, since I thought I had this topic to talk about briefly, no problem. I'm going to hold it until I say what I want to say. So, I was saying there are a lot of cultural differences that you have to consider, but above them all, language is number one barrier. Okay? So these are the things you can learn. There are certain things they eat, there are certain things they do them in a certain way. Those things you can learn. But the language. So what I want to say to all those, in whichever way you are looking for love, or you have already found it, and you're about to join your partner, husband, wife in these countries, nawe hi boy, enjoy your vacation. Asali if you want. Asali if you. Thank you very much. In whichever way you meet, I don't care about that because it's not important at all. It's not important. So when your brain tells you, I'm going to try another culture, think about language, about other things. How am I going to carry myself? Don't worry about that. That comes and it's very easy. Okay, it's very easy. But if you think, let me just tell you this, and it's a fact from me. If you think learning languages is not your thing, please, if you are searching in whichever way you are searching for love, consider the country that you want to go to, because if you think you are not a person who is interested in learning languages, don't even make a mistake to start searching or to find love in these countries in Europe. Only England speaks English. All these, you can go to the map of Europe and check. All these countries here don't use English as an official language. So if it's not your thing, you better not search in these countries from the beginning, from the word go. You should search instead in England if you want to be in Europe, for example. Be on it and search on England instead. Okay? Who's that? Sateluswepo. He's sleeping now. When he gets up, I just hear him running in the passage. Sometimes he can get up and start unpacking things on the way, and hope it's not him. I hope he's still sleeping. Because if he comes here, he's going to disturb my video. But anyway, let's hope he's still sleeping. So, if now I'm not going to use, maybe, because it's not only Zambians watching this, I'm sure. So, I'm emphasizing, if you know yourself that learning a language is not in you, because I can assure you, it's like me. I mean, I've done mathematics, but it's not my thing. So if you think learning languages is not your thing, you better, from the word go, you should not look for love in countries where there is no English. You should just concentrate on the countries where there's English to make your life easier. Okay? That's what I can advise you. If you think you're a person who likes to learn different languages, you can search, you can find love in these countries in Europe. I'm concentrating on Europe because this is where there is a multitude of languages. You can not be cheated. There's no English. There's no English in Sweden. There's no English in German. There's no English in Austria. There's no English in the Netherlands. There's no English in Switzerland. In Italy, name them. Denmark, Norway. So, that's my advice. So, think about that before you start searching. Yes, I don't mind where you're going to find your love, but just be mindful that learning these languages can make you depressed. It can make you depressed because you go to this place. Actually, my experience was here in Sweden, they speak English, but you would go to a shop and you have just arrived and you are asking someone in English, hi, do you speak English? They do, but they don't want to use it. They just tell you, if you're lucky, you find someone who's speaking it and they will accommodate you. But if they don't want, they just, no, I don't speak English. They pretend, Then you have to suffer a little bit for you. It takes, for some people, learning languages can take like, if you are very slow. I made a video, it's on YouTube, and I gave tips of how one should, learn some tips on how to learn the language. If you want, it's there on YouTube, on my channel. You can get tips from there. But there are some people, I even mentioned there, I remember one tip that I mentioned, and I've seen it with my own eyes. What happens with some people, when they relocate here, they want to travel. Nija Mzambia timakamba tinavionelanji. They want to go this, they want to go to France, they want to go to... You have just arrived. Hello? Why don't you fix your life, your job, your career? Manje, mwafika chabe, mwamba kupitana, manje kupitana. Lelo mwamba mvelela bari uku wadiku. Get in school, please. Chimpwena chija chizaya bwela palasti. This one was one of my tips in the YouTube videos that I made. Chimpwena mzachita vivona ona bizibisila bizankala konta wili yonse. These things that you want to see, the countries that you want to visit, you can visit them anytime. I think when you arrive here, you have to put all your effort and learn these languages. Otherwise, you are going to be a nobody in society. Even if I even mentioned in my tips on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, that even if even if your husband has got a lot of money, but your money, my dear, is nice. Fix your career. I'm sure most of you, myself, I was not a loafer. I was working in my country. So just because I'm married and my husband is providing everything, I'm not going to sit back and relax and, first years before I fix my career, of course. But salary young and we are different. Some people are very comfortable. We are different. We are different human beings. If you think, even if inesoku niuza apa mamuna wanga ati awe uzankhala chabe pa nyumba awe kwa state olwani pasa cha kaya mwe. I don't think vinga sevens. Me, I love to work. I love to have, I'm a career woman. So if you're like me, but venangu, daliko, banabauza, iwe uzankhala chabe, you don't need to work. But it's not my thing. Me, fine, taking care of children, of course, but I don't want to give up my career life. So if you're that kind of a person, when you arrive in these countries, you're not going to sit and relax and after all, I'm not paying any bills. Don't pretend. They are home where you've left people who are looking up to you and they want help. So mzamba chabe kunkala kupempa, hey, can I help this? vakakupempa vaburu wako mwaenda chabe kubanki mwatuma ndalama vashamufunika kupempa all the time mwapempa evamipasa manje kai even you yourself you can do it on your own ushe mpaka kupempa pempa konseka problem mpaka mwapempa awe sure that's not my life. Yeah. So if you're that kind of person like me, you are going to want to fix your career life here. And for you to fix your career life, you have to be able to write, to speak, to understand, to be fluent in this. It's tough. No one should cheat you. These languages are tough. You know, when you're born in another, the tongue cannot just pronounce some words, but if you are determined, you are going to do it. Like you guys who are in countries where you found love and they don't use any other languages but English, and you are from an English-speaking country, like you, and consider yourself fortunate. So true, my sister. A normal thinking person knows we have people to help back home. Yes, we can't even pretend. Surely there is no family which is just, maybe they're just everyone is doing fine. I don't think so. Still more, there will be people who want your help. So the time to help comes and you're always on the neck of your husband or your wife, just asking, come on. If they want help back home, just go to the bank and send money or just do it online. So funika kupempa ungapempe kamozi kavili manje yankala manje problem yankala kwati burden now. Ndiye vamianika ambaye. So I emphasize, if you are not a person who is capable or who is not interested in learning languages, be careful where you want to find your love. If you want to find love outside your own country. So I'm talking about Europe, as I've already said. Europe is only England where they speak English. In these countries, you can't work. No, you are not going to get any work if you can't speak. Here in Sweden, you cannot get any work if you don't speak Swedish. You have to. There's a lot of writing. You just can't. You have to. So be careful. That's what I just wanted to say. There are girls who approach me in the inbox and they tell me, I've found love in... some of them have even found love in Sweden, and they are finding out how things work. This is how it works. Yeah, I know I've already said culture, you will learn. These small things that have with culture to do, you are going to learn them. It's not difficult. You will learn how they behave and you follow suit. But language, you have to be serious. Then you can get a job anywhere. You have to be serious. In fact, you have to study, even make sure here in these countries where there's no English. And you know what? When you relocate, most of these qualifications from our countries, they are not even counted. So you have to start. It's not only Europe, even other countries outside Europe. It's very difficult for them to accept your education. You must be very educated in your country. In Zambia, for them to accept you to work here and use they will scrutinize you. They will make validations they will be contacting people back in your country just to find out, are you really capable of doing this job? If they find that you have been educated and the level, and they will be communicating with principals of the universities, of the colleges back home. If you are not very, very, if you don't reach their expectations, you're not going to get a job. Even if you get a job, you need to add up with their studies here. That's when you become valid. So, studies here, if you want to do studies, you have to do it. Here in Sweden, you have to do it in Swedish if you want to do a course. How are you going to do a course in Swedish if you don't understand the Swedish? You're not going to use the English. So be serious. If you want to travel the world, do it after you've done your part and you are settled career-wise. Not you have just arrived. You want to be all over the place. All over Europe, lelo in France, Milo in Germany, Netherlands, Italy, Austria, Denmark, Norway, we all over, just wasting time. Those things will always be there. Fix your life and help people back home. That's my advice. If you are lucky, you find someone who loves you and is from an English-speaking country, well and good. But all the same, do you need to relax? Even there are challenges, but we have more challenges here where we don't have English. So that's my friendly advice. Yeah, there are tips on YouTube if you want to just go through them. They are simple, but they are very cardinal. They are important. I compared them and I use myself as an example because those same things helped me to be where I am. So now I've got, oh my God, I don't even use English. I just speak Swedish. I'm so confident. I am good. And I feel like, ooh, what an investment I did. I didn't start these travelings like, come on, like I knew these things will come later. Now some people, they want to see the whole Europe. You want to see the whole world. Well, you're broke. You're not broke. You have someone who's helping you. But me, your money, my dear, is very nice. You can get more from him or her. But yours, me, I'm used. I hate to be broke. So I put effort and here I am. Hey, I'm relaxing now, I'm telling you. I fixed my career life and I'm so comfortable. Vintu vimachitika futhi ka. If you are just sitting there and he's going to provide, she's going to provide, nothing is guaranteed, guys. Vintu these things end. Sometimes. We are just human beings. I'm not wishing anybody bad luck, but I'm real and I want to tell these things, fine, everything can be like a bed of roses. Like happily married and these things, something maybe somewhere happens and you're not agreeing and it ends. And then when it ends and you have been just traveling, wasting time, you can't even speak the language of that. And then what? Then now you remember when water has reached your neck. You know? The water has now reached the neck, you're about to drown. You know what I mean? Then you start now, some people can study this Swedish for 5 years. Some of them, they even go over 5 years as if they're studying medicine, at the university to become medical doctors. Like, why? Come on. Put your effort and get your life together. Nothing is guaranteed in this world. I'm not wishing anybody bad luck, but be ready for such things. That's why people get so depressed, because when bad things happen to them, because they have put all the eggs in one basket, all of them. So when a bad thing hits them, they have nowhere to start from. Should think about those things, Should think about them. In life, things happen, unforeseen circumstances. We are just human beings. I'm just being honest. So, if you have nowhere to start from and you've been loafing and you're in these countries where there's no English, and then now you've been in these countries for 2-3 years, and you've just been wasting time and having fun because you have relaxed. Now you think you've made it enough because there's someone taking care of you. When something hits you, when these unforeseen circumstances hit you, sure, you think you are cursed or something. Why? Because you didn't use your time properly. You were prioritizing things that are not important. That's what you prioritized. So guys, this is just a friendly, advice. I'm getting a lot of inboxes from my friends, telling me, I found love there. So I thought, let me make this video just to let people get prepared what they're getting into. And I'm not scaring you. I think learning languages is very interesting. I love that. I have no problem. I can learn any language because I am interested. So, do you have any questions? I've been talking too much. This is for the people who want to relocate to countries where there's no English, and that's where they found love, for example, because everyone has got a preference. I'm not saying my sisters who are married in Zambia are not people. Those who have now said, let me try. Maybe they've been trying and things are not working out in the locals. We are human beings. Yeah? You can have a preference of what you want to do. So if you think, I'm getting tired of... nothing is materializing. Some of these are brothers. They can make you wanakuvadika ring 5 years ipita but you're engaged. Who engages someone for 5 years? Come on, what are you waiting for? So kawana pastor maesako nakusakira kwinangu. You never know. It just starts by dreaming, and then, it becomes a reality. Just do that. Nothing is special about all of us who are here, nothing is special. Maybe it started with a dream. Maybe it was meant to be, but it is nothing special. It can happen to you. Just put your effort in what you're doing. Ask and, just get there and do what your heart is telling you to do, because maybe that's where your destination is. Maybe you were not meant for our brothers there. Maybe you feel you don't get the attention, and we're different. If you pray for our brothers, they're fine. Get settle there. But this one is for the people who want to find love outside their own culture. So that's this video to those. That's where it's directed. It's not for everyone, but anyone can watch. Tamvela 9, guys. So think about where you want to go first, and if you're ready to learn that language, I'm sure by now you know which languages people speak in different countries, in Europe especially. Yeah. It's you can only know what I'm talking about when you are here. Vimveka kwati nivo yako vana. Very tough, but when you know it and you're speaking it, it's enjoyable. I'm sure my sisters and brothers who are in my shoes and they've learned, and I used to say, will I learn this? But my brain said, yes, you can. If others have done it, why not you? So guys, think about where you want to find love. Not to life echinampofu ati munzanga alikujema 9. Munzanga alikuita 9. Munzanga ali Brazil 9. Munzanga ali... there are a lot of countries in this world with different languages where English is not an official language. Those are the countries that are problematic. That's what I'm talking about here. So, I just wanted to make, for you guys in English-speaking countries, I'm wondering, you've made it in life. You just landed and everything is already, Now, I'm wondering, if you're not strong, you cannot even be here. So guys, I'll reply to your messages. Usually, I don't read messages when I'm doing a live video, because then it ends up being long. I am a person, when I look at a live video and it's like very long, yeah, most live videos I put them on when I'm bathing, because really sitting and watching it 2 hours, maybe it's too much for me to sit and listen to what someone was saying in the live video. So I like making very short, like 30 minutes. If it goes very far, it's like 1 hour maximum. So let me see, but I can see quickly if someone has written a message or not. Liz, I already said hi to you. Paul Stein in the United States of America. And I see a lot of people watching there. And Dina Welez and Alwamba said, hi boy, enjoy your vacation. Asalifia. And Charity Mdenda, hi my dearest. Hi Charity. And Juliet Frierson wrote something there. She says, so true. We have people to help home. Yes, I agree with you. And I'm glad you agree with me. Yes, and she says, through your own money feels better. Yes, it does. Not to don't say kupempa pempa. Wakazi wako wanandalama. Yes, you can get ungapembe bakupasa, but zako, so yours is yours. Bridget Daniels, I like you, my sister. I like you too. Thank you. Umwana kashiki kukosa. Not now, ikala ulelo lela fye. Walifika, tawamba no kusambili efitundu. Ulepitana fye chimpwena fye cheka mma shop. Mma countries. Very important. Fix your life. Fix it before you start moving up and down like that. It's nice to travel when you're relaxed. So I'm ready, God willing. I always don't forget to say, because you don't know what tomorrow may bring. So, my vacation. And my life is fixed. I fixed it. I've been so busy. I've been so busy. That's how come. Yeah. Apa fixed me. I'll start my vacations. So, Lebo, you are the one from South Africa. Thank you very much. I've been practicing saying, you know that South African, that long, then Osa. Oh, I did it. I've been practicing. So, I'm sure you've gotten what I wanted to say. It's what comes to the mind right there and then. Before I forget, I want to talk about it. Sometimes I just want to go online to say hi. Sometimes it's just good to check on each other. So, I'm here. I was sitting outside before. Now I'm here indoors because now I'm sitting here by the glass windows and the heat was coming from outside and it was very warm. I'm just here chilling and my husband poured for me this wine, but I've not even drunk it. I'm not a fan of such things, but I do sip, but and then I have some popcorns. So just because I'm relaxed because the boy is sleeping. So guys, this is what I wanted to share with you. I think about where you want to go. So is that the Swepo now coming? Swepo! He does this. He was sleeping. When he wakes up, he comes on his own. The Swepo! Huh? The Swepo! Is he the one opening doors? He was sleeping. He gets off the bed. We don't have a cot bed here. It's only at home. So he would drop with legs first from the bed, no matter how high it is. With legs first. Then you just see him running towards the kitchen here. Without crying, without anything. That's how big he is now. Before you have to check if he's, but no, now he comes himself. But I heard him opening doors somewhere, but I'll have to check on him. I'm sure he's awake. He's been sleeping for over 3 hours now. Any questions, guys, before I go? Any questions? Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me in this live video. Yeah, I wish you a great day. Today is Wednesday, right? Yes, no. Yeah, it's Tuesday today. So, thank you for joining me and have a pleasant day. Bye bye for now. Bye.